Honda Sports VGT car in VR. Hello there everyone and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. Today we're driving a Honda Sports VGT, a concept car by Honda. VGT standing for Vision Gran Turismo. We're driving it in a Japanese Clubman Cup 550 at the Spa 24-hour layout. We're doing 3 laps. We started 12th of 12 cars and we started with a rolling start. Now this car is one nice car on the inside. On the outside it is not bad, but in the inside it's just gorgeous. These 3 laps, the laps are fairly lengthy, so they're going to take a little bit of time, so we don't have to go too erratic, because all the cars in this race they can go pretty good. So you're going to have to keep an eye out, drive with a little bit of common sense, catch up to the next guy, and then look for an opportunity to pass like normal. That's just normal strategy. But you also got to use the full width of the track from side to side as you go around the corners, and slow down to the appropriate speed around the corners, because this car's got a lot of power, but you can spin it out if you go too fast around the corners, just like any other car, because your speed is just mainly dependent upon the grip between the tires and the road surface. If you don't got no traction, you don't got no grip, you don't got no speed. And this car has got a lot of grip. It just flows through the corners nice and easy. It just hugs the road, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Very responsive. When you step on it, the throttle just opens up and she just shoots forward. It's a real joy to drive. Really, really enjoyable. But you know, I don't find too many cars that I don't like to drive in Gran Turismo. Although, you know, some of the smaller Toyotas and Hondas, I mean, we've driven them in real life. We know what they're like. But cars like this, which is a concept car to boot, is really to envision what it's like to drive, and at least now you get a sense of it in VR. And it's really a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable. So as we're coming up around the corner here, we are finishing our first lap, and we are nowhere near the front of the pack. So even though we got lots of power, we still got quite a few cars to pass. So we better get moving and stop falling asleep at the wheel, because we're not going to get to first place in that manner. So if we can keep an eye out, and when we get the opportunity here again, this is a nice long straight stretch, we should be able to pass 1, maybe 2, well, maybe 3 cars in this section here. And if not over here, we can always get them up above. See, well, you don't know if they're going to squeeze over, so just let them go. And when you get up above here, you got a little bit more room. It's a little safer, so you don't have a chance on squeezing beside them and them running over to you and then running into you. Because here we got lots of room. Now, we sat behind those cars for a whole lap, and the problem with that is when you do that, sometimes the cars in the lead are in the lead for a reason, obviously, and they get away on you somewhat. So now we have to hunker down and catch up to these guys before we can pass them, because we let them get away too far. But that's not too bad, because this car really goes, so we're going to catch up to them fairly quickly here. Within about half a lap, we've got the last one of the pack caught. So once we get by him, I think I'm not sure, but there might only be a couple of cars left in front of us. So we're just going to keep ripping, get up to the next one, and then see if we can see anything in front of him. As we're coming along here, this lap is quickly coming to a close, and as you can see, we only have 1 lap left to go after that, and we have no idea yet if there's any more. Yeah, there's another car in front of us there. At least one more, so there's this one and one more for sure. And then we'll have to wait and see as we go along, but that's okay. We've got the other car in front of us, our lead car. He's the guy we get to chase, and it's always more fun, I feel, chasing a car than leading the race and letting everybody else chase you. I prefer to see the competition just in front of me rather than in my rear view mirror. Unless, of course, you're going across the finish line, then I'd like to see him in the rear view mirror. That's only obvious. But along here, it's nice if you can see him just in front of you, because you know you've got another lap to go. So you know you've got lots of space and lots of time. But you got to be with him first. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do our best to catch up to him first here. We're hitting a couple of little potholes in the road here, I see. As it's shaking the camera like crazy. We're going to catch him here at the end of the second lap. Okay. So with one lap left to go, we're going to catch up to him, and he's presumably the last guy. Presumably he's the leader, but we're not sure. So all we can do, we're going to get an opportunity here, of course, because this is a nice straight section. And all we can do is just hammer down and see if there's anybody else in front of us. If we don't see anybody within the next half a lap, then we know it's a pretty good chance that the Opafed is leading, that we're number one at the moment. So, which of course is where we want to be, because we want to win the race. We'd like to win every one of them. Now we know we can't always win every one of them, but that's okay, because we do always, in every race, have a lot of fun playing them. Some a little more than others. I prefer to drive in a race like this where you got the sun shining through. Whether it's early in the morning or later on in the afternoon when the sun's going down, either way is really, really beautiful when you're racing these races. In the rain, not so much. I don't really enjoy that as much as I don't enjoy driving in the rain in real life either. I mean, it gets harder to see and it gets more difficult to do. So I prefer to have a nice, clean race like this. It's a gorgeous view. And it's very enjoyable. It's enjoyable to drive, and I hope that it's enjoyable to watch. So if you enjoyed this race, give us a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming races, we got a few good ones coming up. Then think about hitting that subscribe button. Anyhow, you have yourself a great rest of your day, and hope to see you back here again real soon at Opafed Gaming, as we are coming up to the finish line. We're going to be taking the checkered flag and winning another race. You've been racing with the Opafed.